Haven stars an adventurous couple, U and K, that leave their lives behind for freedom and a new start on this foreign planet called Source. Away from civilization, U and K find themselves in complete isolation as they explore their new home, learning about themselves in the process. This alien planet is home to countless creatures, some friends and some foe, that along with foreign elements test the couple's love and their survival. Haven stars two runaway lovers that find themselves on the faraway planet Source. In hopes of escaping their past, U and K decide to settle on this planet but quickly realize it's not as isolated as they thought. It turns out that Source is a planet filled with exotic creatures, a mysterious foreign material, and plenty of secrets. Together the couple explores the planet hoping to learn more about it while scavenging food and resources in order to survive. Where Haven succeeds in its storytelling is selling U and K as an authentic couple. While most indie games don't bother with voice acting being how resource intensive it is, especially during COVID, Haven went above and beyond. Together the two characters have 80,000 words spoken, and it's that dialogue that helps keep this relationship feeling authentic on top of the down-to-earth conversations the two have. Sometimes they fight, sometimes they have cheesy remarks about each other, and that's just the honesty about relationships. It's not perfect and sometimes it's overly cheesy, and I appreciated that veil of authenticity with its story. While the planet's story and mysteries didn't always captivate me, U and K did. I wanted to see where this planet took them and what awaited their relationship at the end of the 8-hour campaign. While I can gush on about Haven's story and characters, I don't think I can say the same about its gameplay. Personally, I thought Haven excelled at telling its story, but it puts the gameplay on the back burner, letting the writing speak for itself. This is to say, if you bought Fury and wanted to experience the next action-packed game from the studio, this probably isn't what you were expecting. Haven is slow, peaceful, and tranquil. K and U, equipped with their hover boots, glide across the planet of Source, collecting rust that's polluting the planet, saving the creatures being taken over by it, and scavenging for food to stay alive. Gliding across the planet was fun at first, though the excitement started to wear out over the campaign with very minimal upgrades that didn't really flesh it out all that much. Over time it felt like using the glide ability in Kingdom Hearts, though without much to do in terms of movement variety. Sure, you do come across different types of enemies that introduce the turn-based battle RPG system. I thought it was interesting how the game developers chose to have both characters attack uniquely from another despite controlling both at the exact same time. It introduced some clever elements like duo attacks that came in handy for fighting large enemies, but also the ability to do two different types of moves at the same time when taking on multiple enemies at once. Combined with the time-sensitive battle system, it was surprisingly layered for a game I didn't think had much depth when it came to traversing the world. The ability to play local co-op with a friend or a significant other was also a brilliant choice. While yes, there isn't much to do gameplay-wise outside of the battles and gathering resources that improve your character's stats and bonds, experiencing that couple's story with a partner does have a larger impact on how the story is experienced. What Haven does share with its predecessor is its art style. Haven is presented in a simple minimalistic style that's reminiscent of Fury. It's bright, saturated, and vibrant. The modeling of the world and characters is a bit too minimalistic for my taste when it came to its geometry, with some of the animation work coming off as stiff. However, a lot of that is forgiven all because of the fantastic artwork of U and K during conversations. Not only did that art help reaffirm the couple's relationship chemistry, but it also carried some of the most heartfelt moments. It speaks volumes how much emotion these character portraits can carry over the 3D models represented in the gameplay. I can't iterate this enough, but Haven features some of the most immaculate character portrayals in video games, both because of how the voice acting was performed and how the dialogue was written. Janine Haroni and Chris Hoy did an impressive job at bringing these characters to life, so much so that I often forgot that these were just fictional characters. Their sarcastic remarks to each other, the cheesy lovey-dovey jokes, and even the frustration felt so real throughout this incredibly sci-fi and out-of-this-world story. Even then, despite the story being out of this world, the characters felt more realistic than ever because of the actors. Additionally, a lot of the more sentimental and heavy-handed moments are accompanied by some of the great music performed by Danger, who more than delivers on their electro beats. Haven is a great story, but an alright video game. While I was truly invested in seeing through what the future laid for this lovely couple, I didn't always find myself enjoying the gameplay. At times it was fun to explore new parts of Source, seeing all the exotic creatures and seeing the interactions between U and K. However, over time I found myself actively getting less interested in playing and just wanted to hear more about these characters. I understood that the story was at the forefront, but for the latter half of Haven, it just wasn't enough for me to stay actively invested in the entire package. Haven's story is worth experiencing, but if you can get it on sale or possibly through Game Pass.